Hello Periscopers, this is Iain Lee here. I am in Sydney. I am watching The Good Place in the airport lounge as my flight isn't for a few hours, but I thought I would just come and say hello, say thank you for all of your support. I know it's really early in the morning, so what the heck are you guys doing up at this time in the UK, huh? What's that all about? I wanted to say hello, I'm alive. Had a lovely time in New Zealand. Australia was nuts, but I am glad to be here, and I just want to say thank you for the support. And I've only seen clips of the show. I certainly didn't watch the coming out show because well, it was in New Zealand, but you know, I'm hearing bits and pieces, and it makes me sad. So I will be back on air Monday evening UK time at 10 PM, and you can listen on DAB by retuning your DABs to Talk Radio, by downloading the Talk Radio app, or by going to talkradio.co.uk. Well, do you know, you can ask me anything, go on, but I may not answer it. I may choose to not answer it for political reasons. I'm going to be on Loose Women this Tuesday talking about it. Missing my kids a lot. Amir has not contacted me, no. We were talking of going to Pakistan together. Well, that ain't happening. I missed you too, Julia. Hello, gorgeous. Lots and lots of cuddles. Nice cup of tea when you get home? Of course. I don't think Amir and I will stay in touch. I might be wrong, but I suspect we won't. In New Zealand, I saw my sister and her husband and my niece and nephew I've not seen for ages. Didn't see any wombats, no. There were no wombats. Stephen Murdoch, yes, I do have his number. It's a landline. We'll be having any of your cat mates on the radio show. Yeah, Jenny might come on. Jenny said she would come on, and Shappy would be very welcome, as would Kez. Thank you, James. Sorry, mate, I've got 4 hours in Sydney Airport and that's it. Yeah, this is the thing, apparently I was on it quite a lot on the Coming Out show. That's good to know. They did want me to record an ending. They kept asking me to record an ending where I said, well, we're all friends now, but I refused to do it. Did they use the ending? I bet they didn't, where I said, thank fuck, that's over. Did they use that? That was an ending, and I did it, and they said, oh, that's great. And I said, you're never going to use that. No, okay, I didn't think so. By the way, Toff was the worthy and deserved winner. Toff deserved to win, and I had her as a top 2 quite early on. I don't know what beans they were, just like white beans. Toff is delightful. I have seen the voting. I lost out on second place by 0.09%. Imagine how close that was. Thank you, Alex. I loved you too. No, Omar, I did not masturbate in the jungle. You're not allowed to. It's part of the contract. You're not allowed to masturbate in there. That's actually true. Thanks, Curiosity. I'd love to see it. Oh, you did a drawing of me, didn't you? I think I saw that. Yes, I think I saw it. Well, the Talk, you can get the Talk Radio podcasts. I'm happy with third. Omar, do you notice how I'm ignoring your questions? What is the cricket score there? It was just cover for the jungle, but I am writing a book. Who run? Why do you have a blue CK? Don't know what that means. Hey, handsome. I didn't know Ant and Dec had my back, no, but I heard that they laughed at a lot of the things I said, including the Ant and Dec fan club. I loved Ant and Dec. They were very polite to me, very kind. Well, the radio show will probably stream on YouTube, probably, yes. Hey, Jack. Who are you and why do you have a blue check? Why, Rod, who are you and why don't you have a blue check? Of course I remember. Listen, this fame thing will not last very long. Middle of January and middle of February, it will be gone. So I'm enjoying it while it lasts. I'm going to be the showbiz correspondent on, I think, either GMTV or Lorraine for a couple of weeks. What was the worst part of the jungle? Having to sit with other people. A carrot. Hey Joshua, I am very proud. I am very proud. No, I wouldn't have done anything. Do you know what? Yes, I would have done. I would, had I known that I was getting that much support. We knew nothing of what was going on outside. Hello, Nugget Vina. Then I would have stood up for myself a little bit more, I think. Did enjoy New Zealand. Yeah, it was great. Had a great time. Would you go back in? No, done it. Who's a celebrity you think should go on? What? Thank you, Simon. Radio show back on Monday. Yes, I enjoyed the video games. What food did you have when you got out? Would I do it again? No. I would say overall it was good. It was a positive experience, but there was a lot of misery and loneliness and isolation and being ostracised. Okay, Rod. Well, what we can do, mate, is if it's boring, we can get rid of you. Very simple. I've had a couple of texts with Eloise. I'm your dad, John. I'm your father. How long in advance did I know? When I was in Marrakesh, wherever it was I was in Marrakesh, I got the call that I definitely got it, and I went for the meeting a couple of weeks before. I don't remember when I was in Marrakesh. You guys might know better than me. Thoughts on Dennis? Disappointed by some of the clips I've seen of where he's behind my back. It was definitely 3 meters. 2.97 meters. I lost a lot of weight, but I don't quite know how much, Megan. It's a jungle. It's a jungle. It's that big. Back on the radio on Monday. Thank you, Nugget Vina. I think you'll like it. Who's your favourite campmate in the jungle? Jenny, by a million miles. Hello, Osaka. The strangest creature there. Strangest creature, I don't know. Yeah, I got paid quite well, thank you very much. Who smelled the worst? Well, we all smelled, but we couldn't smell each other. I really stank. We stopped using they gave us special deodorant, but we think it just made us smell worse. Listen, I mainly had a good time, and I really want to stress, the Nicky Knowles. I was singing Nicky Knowles all the time, hoping they'd use some of it. I mainly had a good time, but there were some really shit lonely times in there, and it was very painful. Yeah, got on well with Stanley. Well, Kez is a very lovely woman, and very intelligent, and very smart. Which bush tucker? Julia, the eating one? That was all right. Thank you, Laura. No one's going to ruin it for me. It was my experience, and the eating was all right. I was hamming it up a little bit, but the camel brains were the tough one. The scorpion just wouldn't. It was like chewing, like 20 fingernails. The camel brains was awful, and it was the texture. It was mainly the texture, as opposed to the taste of those things. I didn't expose myself, John. No. Pig fanny was all right. It was bitter. It was salty. It was all right. I couldn't have done I couldn't do the underwater one, as you saw. I don't need to say that. You saw that I couldn't do it. But I did it 100%. I gave 100%. That was the best I could do. So you feel betrayed by the UK press? I haven't said that at all. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, the night before I said to Shappy, don't you dare go. I did miss my music a lot. No music at all. I don't know. You'll have to ask Rebecca about that. Yes, living with so many people was overwhelming. I've not seen the water trial that Dennis did. Favourite band? The Monkees. Well, I was stopped over in Sydney, then I'm in Singapore, then I'm off. But, thank you, Osaka. And always stands on the left. Good night, Vina. Good night, Vina. I'll be keeping in touch with Jenny and Kez and Shappy, definitely. Future plans is get back to the radio and crack on with that. I missed Kath. I missed my family. I missed simple things like being able to go and make a cheese sandwich when I wanted. Thanks, Nod. Back on Talk Radio on Monday. Shappy is lovely. Love her. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to go. No. Jenny is not. Jenny is absolutely lovely. Jenny is a sweetheart, and I adore her. Guys, I'm off. I've not had a touch-up. What do you think I've had a touch-up? Time here is 4 p.m. Back on Monday, 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry. Back on Monday, 10 p.m. On tuning your DABs. Or download the Talk Radio app, or go to talkradio.co.uk. There are, of course, podcasts you can get. Kath, my producer, has been putting out a podcast every single day I've been away. You can get those on iTunes or your usual podcast providers. And don't forget, we have a Rabbit Hole podcast, which is different, and it's me and Catherine, and it's a phone-in done in front of a live audience. Type in Rabbit Hole Iain Lee on iTunes or Acast or anything like that. Listen, the reason I did this show, it pays quite well. I wanted a challenge, but also I wanted to get more listeners to my radio show. So please, please, please go and listen to the radio show. Peace out, man. Man up.